Yeah. We got it now.
Ready?
Ready, started?
Yep.
Let's call the meeting to order and say the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Well, let's make a motion to accept last month's minutes.
I second.
Third.
We got it. Well, Kyle is not going to be here tonight, so we're going to skip that.
To go through the things she's got on there. I don't know if it makes a difference.
Hey, what's
No,
Jane
It
Harris?
doesn't change a whole lot.
no. Let's check the list of signees that signed in and wants to get it.
No,
Nobody? Okay. Nobody wants to speak, so this is going to be an easy meeting, I guess.
yeah.
Any old or new business announcements that we need to? Yeah, I can think of one right off the bat. This ground down here where we've got the 20 feet wide, 110 feet deep to the river, and then we're in question about the rest of it over toward the Bill Place, it's Market Street. I think that belongs to West Harrison. But I called down there to Dearborn County Auditor, and he went through his records, and I asked him if he had anything on paper to show that that belonged to West Harrison. He couldn't find nothing. He sees the
Strip.
easement there, that little easement, 20 feet wide, 110 feet deep. But he said, but you know what? That has to belong to West Harrison because years ago, I think it started back in 1890, I guess, something like that. Harrison Avenue used to be Market Street, all the way from Harrison, Ohio, all the way down to the river.
The map I have in there shows that street going running into the river.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does, it shows it.
So
It's logical.
I mean, I would think we would just go ahead and trim the couple.
I think we need to trim them trees. Do you still have that tree trimmer, that guy that cuts trees down? I sent it to you.
I got it in there. Is it cut right? The same one? Or do you-
No, we was going to get this other guy that was doing work for Bill and the other neighbor over here. I'll send it to you. I think I still got it. And then I can come down with you and we can meet him and we can tell him how much we want cut off of them walnut trees. I think
The guy that we went walk the property back there along the river, his family's got that cornfield.
yeah.
The way he talks, he cuts trees. Because he come up there and trimmed that, and the way he talks, he's got a boom truck.
He does. He does. He's
Are
got.
you talking about
we could give him-
Mitchell's
we could
got
give
a-
him-
Mitchell's
Ford?
Mitchell's got a boom.
Is he insured?
Yeah.
Yeah, we could offer the business
You
to
could-
somebody right here in West Harrison.
Yeah.
Let's see if he's got time to do it.
Yeah,
Let me
he's
do it.
They do fences normally, but he does cut trees. He cut my tree. He
Yeah.
helped me cut mine down.
Well, then we'll have him do it. I'll get in touch with him. We'll have him.
Yeah, I'd rather give it to somebody local. the
Well, I
best-
would
the
too.
business.
And he'll probably do it. And he'll probably do it on the side and.
Right.
Good idea. And the way I look at it, if Brian Kelly wants to keep on mowing the 20-foot, well, he mows it all back there and he has been for years. He wants to do it, let him mow
Yeah, just leave them alone.
it, you know? He's been doing it for years.
Wait,
Do we need to get it surveyed? We can do so. We can call a survey.
I would say to get it surveyed.
I
I
would
think
just to know.
Right, yeah, just
Well,
to,
let's take a vote. Do we need to get it surveyed?
I say yes.
That's you, Rick. Well, I'll call a surveyor and we'll get him down here.
Gave you a list. of-
Yeah, I see the list here.
Yeah, that way it's done and over.
Yeah.
Then I cut somebody's tree down.
Well, the thing is, we're afraid that we
Yeah.
get any more branches that fall.
But the thing is what really happens though, if somebody's walking under it, now they fall down and hits it. Take them out.
There's a wall to go on that anyway.
They already fell.
Yeah.
But at
It's
the
just-
time, you know, at the time. there was-
Yeah, it's just a liability thing, you know.
But I think there is a fine line right there. If you look down at the old curve along the street there that follows down through there to the river, it looks to me like maybe somebody else owns maybe half of one of those walnut trees.
Well,
And that would be probably Drew Summy.
yeah, from the paperwork I seen,
That would be
the
similar.
measurements. He probably owns all of
See,
them,
logically,
really close to it.
We'll just go ahead and then
If you
we'll
look-
let Mitchell
if
cut
you
it.
look at if you look at those maps, logically, it's not just the street that we own, it's from the inner side of the sidewalk.
On that side, it's
Right.
The right of
town
way,
right
West
of way
Harrison's right of
goes
way.
up past the sidewalk. A
Yeah.
little bit there, and then
Yeah.
it comes to about what a car park,
Right.
the curb is.
Yeah.
It don't even go to the center of the street according to the map that I.
Right, that's why we need to get it surveyed. It's,
I think we do. Let's get it. We voted on it.
Maybe the
We'll-
surveyor can find the paperwork.
Maybe.
Says who owns it.
We'll get, I'll call one of these
I
guys.
have better luck at it than
We'll get them out here.
the only other. I think that,
Do we have any more old business?
Well- no, we just got a few things to sign, but that's, I would,
you want to let her speak?
Well, we'll let, yeah,
what's your name, Jim?
My name's Erin Thomas,
LifeSpring,
Lifetime.
Lifetime.
Yep. So, again, I'm Erin Thomas. I'm the executive director at Lifetime Resources, and we are an area agency on aging at our core, which basically means that we provide a variety of service that are aimed at helping people remain at home and independent for as long as possible. And, you know, a lot of times without our services, those are folks that might face nursing facility placement and things like that. So, you know, and I think you should have received this packet here that gives you some of the information,
Did.
but just to highlight a couple of things, for example,
here.
our average in-home care plan cost is about just under $660 a month in comparison to over $8,400 in a nursing facility. So not only is it where people want to stay, but it's also a far more cost-effective, you know, form of care. We are actually in a place for the first time in over 20 years where we actually have a wait list for services right now. And so, you know, we're at a time where there's more people utilizing services and funding's becoming more strained and things like that.
Yeah.
You can also see there in your packet, I've given you our budget that is actually just for Dearborn County. So our full budget there is about 2.4 million. I'm here today just to request $500. Essentially, we go to all the local governments and ask for support because while the majority of our funding comes from state and federal grants, many of them have various different forms of matching requirements. For example, Catch a Ride is a one-to-one matching requirement. It's our biggest, most expensive service with the greatest match. And so you can see the breakdown there of how many Dearborn County residents we serve and all the different services that we provide. I did actually look up some West Harrison specific information. So this is for calendar year 24. There were 62 individuals who received over 2,600 units of case management. 22 individuals received congregate meals. 39 received some form of health and wellness. Let's see, 17 individuals utilized 327 trips from Catch a Ride. 2 individuals were receiving home delivered meals. That's over 500 meals. 12 individuals receiving in-home services, over 4,500 units. So you can see just for West Harrison, you guys are utilizing quite a bit of our services as well. So and those services, you can kind of see them listed out there, but it's everything from in-home services and things that help people with sort of their activities of daily living, whether that be cooking, cleaning, bathing, dressing, you know, personal care type of services. We can do home modifications. We help people obtain durable medical equipment. We help people navigate their Medicare options. We have certified, they're called SHIP counselors that can help people navigate their Medicare options, help people, you know, sign up for Medicaid as well. We have guardianship services where we can represent individuals who don't have anybody else to help make their financial and medical decisions, things like that. Obviously, we have Catch a Ride, which is public transportation for anyone, for any purpose. But we do have contracts with the various brokers for non-emergent medical transportation. So if there's individuals who need trips to and from dialysis or doctor's appointments, things like that, it can be paid for through their insurance. Yeah, so there's a variety of services available.
It's a good
And
cause.
yeah, I'm sorry.
It's a good cause.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we just
And
this was our 50th anniversary that we're working through now. So been around for a long time
So
and happy to answer any question.
I'm new to this deal here. So what are you asking of us?
I'm asking for $500.
$500.
And those funds will go to support our
Same thing
organization in
last-
general and will be used as match for our various programs.
I think we can afford that.
I second.
What about you? Yeah.
Me and you are getting old. We might need some of this out or something.
Good. You know,
Yeah,
I mean,
like I said, the majority of our funding does come from state and federal sources, but it's getting tougher and tougher to meet the matching requirements. And so, you know, for one, the funding that you provide helps us to meet those matching requirements, but also it's really important for you to understand who we are and that we exist and you're a good referral source for us and that sort of thing as well.
Sounds like a worthwhile program to me.
it's worthwhile.
Send me something. Then
What's that?
will you send me something then for the,
I can send you like an invoice or something if you like,
they
some,
sent me something last year for it.
okay. Sure, I can send you something. Some
Unless-
of the local governments have their own agreements that they like us to sign. Some ask us to send an invoice, some just send us the check.
I time and send it to this Benedict Drive.
Yeah, you absolutely can. That's fine. Mhm. Yep,
I can do that.
okay. I'm happy to send you something if you'd like. It's just a matter of whether you want some sort of paper trail or,
I'll have a paper trail.
Okay.
Have something for it. But-
okay.
You'll be creative.
Well, I have to have paper trail.
Yeah, no, I understand.
You'll have a canceled check or you'll have a,
Yeah.
not canceled check, you'll have a check when it's
I
cashed.
prefer a not
Yeah.
canceled check,
And
please.
you're gonna.
Check won't bounce.
So you're gonna have one of these that you're gonna try.
We're gonna have to sign off on.
You'll
it.
sign.
Yeah, that's true.
All right. Well, if you end up needing anything, just let me know. I thank you all for your time and consideration and your support.
Keep up the good work.
Thank you. Well, Shelby, do you have anything? I was gonna ask you,
I got one for you for her.
do you?
I have I ran it in the paper already, so that's finished, done. You guys need to, I don't know, do you want a copy of this when it's signed?
Yeah.
I don't know if I have to sign this or not. Let's see. Yes.
Is that for the two things we passed?
This one is for the garbage and refuge.
Yeah.
Ordinance?
Yeah. You guys just got to sign the back page of it. This is where I ran it in the paper and the affidavit and all that stuff.
That's ordinance number 2025-3.
Yep.
The ordinance regulating dumping and littering within the town of West Harrison.
Sign your name.
Thanks for them numbers. I'll call him tomorrow and maybe tomorrow he can come down.
It's possible. He said in the phone message he left me, so he could later on this week. He didn't say what day. So when
Yeah.
you call him, you set up whatever day he can come.
See, I don't want to get. Is there something to sign?
I don't have another ordinance because it's not done yet.
Oh,
I've got another one to propose to you, basically, for the drivers.
all done?
Sign.
You want a copy of this?
You can just want to send me a copy. First.
Now, did we have any more developments on, what we was asking from
Yeah.
Summy?
Well, we got a couple of things. So
I'm gonna go down my list. Okay. First things first, Larry had asked me to make some amendments to the agreement between myself as the attorney and the town. Just to clarify that he is allowed to write checks to me as an attorney. So I did that. I have an amended agreement that's you and sign.
Okay,
It's basically the same thing. It's just got my name in place of Pillar Law in a lot of spots. If for some reason I was unable to attend though, Pillar, we'd still send an attorney from Pillar, probably my partner Doug. That was here couple of meetings ago.
I just needed something to cover me.
oh, yeah, sure, I understand it. And Shelby did too.
Yep, and Larry, if you just want to keep that copy when it's signed and send me a scan of it, that's fine with me.
Can you scan that one?
With that one, yep. That works for me. Okay. The other thing that I think is pretty straightforward, we had discussed last time, changing the fine and cost schedule for ordinance violations and making it standardized. Sounds like everybody agreed with that. I believe we posted the new fine schedule downstairs. Should we do that? I know we talked about it, but but if you guys are okay with this, then I will provide Judge Johns a copy of this. Really, Lawrenceburg City Court is who was asking for this. Our previous fine schedule actually only covered like traffic violations. And then everything else, any other ordinance violation, it was kind of like anything less than $2,500 is okay. So Judge Johns was like, that's not great. So I will get that to the court. While we're on the topic of the court, I have drafted the Sumi property complaint. Larry confirmed this for me. The property is in a floodplain. So the Department of Natural Resources has some specific statutes on like health and safety hazards in floodplains, and I need to double check with them to make sure that I don't need to like involve them in any litigation. Just because of the way that their like laws are written. So I need to follow up on that. And Wednesday, I'm hoping to have that complaint filed. So then we would have like a trial date, a hearing date, unless the Sumis, change their game plan and do something about it. So that's the update on that. And then I have another ordinance for you to review. We'll do the same thing. So what we did last time, I took Kyla's driveway ordinance. I do want to clarify if any of you were looking at the town code, you actually have this ordinance in there twice. So you have an ordinance regulating the minimum standards for residential districts under both section 179 and under planning and zoning 4400. So Kyla, when she drafted this, was really only worried about the planning and zoning. And I don't think it's necessary to like do this twice as long as it's in there once. So we're going to do it in the planning and zoning one. But it is, if you're flipping through the code, there will be two versions of this basically.
Okay.
So 1 through 3, I'm going to show this to you. Well, I can summarize it for you, really. This ordinance discusses the height regulations for structures and accessory structures. It talks about lot area, frontage, and yard requirements, and the parking requirements. All of that you voted on in 2018. That's already standard. We are adding section 4 driveway requirements. The following driveway requirements shall apply. A, driveways and designated parking areas must be located 5 feet off the side and rear property lines. B, all driveway surfaces for the entirety of the driveway length must be comprised of asphalt or concrete. C, designated parking areas must be comprised of dust-free materials only to include millings, gravel with tar, brick, asphalt, or concrete. All other surfaces must be approved by the West Harrison Town Council. So if that sounds good, and I pretty much copy and pasted how she had worded it at the last meeting, Larry will run this in the newspaper, and then at the next meeting, You'll vote on it, you'll adopt it, and it's enforceable. So I have. So I'll make a note to follow up on that.
Sign it at the next meeting when it's all
They go
done,
adopt it.
and
Okay,
just like we just did this.
okay.
I do want to ask, and I don't know what your standard like operating procedure has been in the past, but when I get this complaint done and filed, do you want me to just send it to Larry? Do you want me to send it to everybody? What's like, how do you want to receive that?
Just,
Just to Larry? Okay.
Send it to Larry and then he'll probably shoot it to us on Outlook
Okay.
Office Outlook.
That works.
Yeah,
That's the same. thing I did with,
Okay.
yeah.
And then I will need to bug probably Kyla and Jason again whenever we have the hearing date, and Doug Bear, the health commissioner, if we have a hearing, hopefully we don't, but
I'll have to see. I'm not sure if I can get it in the paper before next month's meeting. I'll have to find out.
that, the ordinance,
I can't.
yeah, that's okay. Do you just use the register or do you use?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I use. It goes to a company, Column now.
Yeah,
It used to be called something else. Now it's called Column.
I have to do estates through them and it's been interesting. Okay, what else did I want to talk to you guys about? I want to say that's everything. Do you have any questions for me?
Do you, go ahead, Rick, you had it.
No, I just want to bring up, I drive by every once in a while, cruise around town and look at whatever. That property behind the apartment building seems like they're adding the verbiage to it.
Over here?
Yeah, that Drew Fab owns or whoever, I don't know who owns it.
Oh, where we're kind of worried about
Got the
the,
oil barrel and the
Yeah.
dumpster, and now there's a chest of drawers. There's some. I
well,
think
we
it's
have our new,
fired.
our new dumping ordinance.
But is that on roof? Is it on somebody's property? I don't know whether it
It's
is.
in the parking lot. Where the dumpster is. It's all right there by the dumpster.
They dump by
You're
the,
talking about the alley.
You're talking about over here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, behind the park.
That belongs to Sinister Sound, doesn't it?
Yeah, I'm talking about,
Said the sound, that's hot sniffing. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, I'm talking about the lot that's right behind the apartment building where the dumpster is.
I think that's Drew Fab.
That's Drew Fab.
That's Drew Fab, yeah.
And he's had letters sent to him about it, at least one letter anyway.
would you like me to send a formal notice that we intend to file a complaint for an
Yeah.
ordinance violation?
Yeah,
Yeah,
good
because,
idea, Shelby, yeah.
because if I remember right, last month, your response was that he responded something like, he was complaining like that's our responsibility, the police that should be monitoring that or was,
Yeah.
He
Well-
wanted the dumpster police,
Yeah,
but
Yeah, but it is his responsibility. The
Right.
problem
it's his responsibility.
when we redid this, the ordinance on the dumping and the garbage, the refuse, that's part of why we did it is because it didn't clearly lay out like what we could fine people for that. And Dearborn County already kind of had that language. So we copied what they did. And that means Kyla can get more involved, but if you've personally witnessed it, if everybody's aware, then we can do, sometimes, just put the letter from me has a little more kick.
We need to poke him again. I mean,
Yep.
yes.
Well, we'll just send him a formal notice and say, hey, we don't want to file a complaint, but we will if you're not gonna do anything.
And tell him that that is his responsibility, not our police department to watch his parking.
No,
Well, we'll politely send him a copy of our new ordinance, so he's aware that it could cost up to $250 a day if he's not. Okay, so I need to do that by the next meeting. And I'll get Larry a copy of that. Okay. And then, yeah, we really just need to get the Sumi property complaint done. I've got to make sure the Department of Natural Resources doesn't need us to do any extra steps because it all is in a floodplain and you got people actually living there. So, but yeah, it's drafted. It's just, I need to get some confirmation from them that this is the right way to handle that part of it. And then worst case scenario, I would serve them too. And if they wanted to enter as a party, because they have the right to kind of enforce compliance and protect our waterways. Yeah. So,
See, I filed that complaint last August
mhm,
and he turned down an inspection that the health department wanted to conduct.
yeah, in December, they sent that letter.
And nothing else has been done about it. It's just in limbo.
It is. And you're coming up on the cold season. We're supposed to have, kind of a bad winter if the almanac is to be believed.
This morning,
So,
going to work at 6 o'clock, I come across the railroad tracks and there's two guys out there with one of them old wooden cart like you used to see in warehouses that they had the metal poles that they kind of
Yeah.
steered, loaded up, almost hit them. They were coming in dark right through the street, two guys loading it across going that way into the gravel driveway at that.
yeah. I wish you had a picture. We could add it to our stuff. Maybe I'll call you as a witness.
Yeah, Jason,
I come across.
I didn't see it, but I seen it loaded up on a flatbed truck this morning.
Did they got it to the gravel? Well, they got the parking lot. That's where they were at, trying to get it up the little ramp. There.
Stop, it's like, hey, your property, record shows, it's like I can recommend you on it. Get it towed, it's gone.
It was just, I seen that this
Well-
morning. I just thought that was an odd.
Using
I got a
the
text
vehicle
on
stuff.
that Friday about all of his stuff laying there along the gravel there, driveway. And, Jason, it was on a Wednesday.
Yeah.
You had told me about it. It was one homeless guy's name of Matt Worthington that's been here for years. And he had all of his stuff there. And Jason told me that he had a massage table, didn't you? And he had a tarp draped across that, and he was gonna live in there. And Jason told him, no, move on. You gotta get going.
Scout, and he's like, hey, I don't know. So I go, trespassing.
Yeah.
He said, I'll give them all. I was like, wow, as much stuff as you have here, it's gonna take you all day.
Yeah.
I mean,
It was huge.
oh,
It was half the size of my car.
Well, I'm going to get really nerdy on you for a minute. We talked about it a little at the last meeting, but we're going to initiate proceedings in Lawrenceburg City Court. We would be asking, the only thing Judge Johns can grant us is monetary damages. The idea being that we set an amount under the statute, say it's $250 a day, and then if they continue to fail to abate the nuisance or to let people in there or to evict them themselves, then, I mean, your clock's ticking. You're just keeping track of your days since we filed the complaint. When we go to court, we say, hey, you really don't want to pursue a bunch of court if you're not going to get more than like $7,500 back. That's sort of like the threshold in my mind. And so assuming the clock's still ticking, you get your damages, that gets ordered by Judge Johns in city court. And then we can take that order to Judge Negengard in Dearborn County Circuit Court, and he can order, that officers go in there, that they abate the nuisance, and you can put a lien, which I know you guys don't want responsibility for that property, but you could put a lien against the property for that amount so that they can't like sell it. There's all sorts of things. So that's kind of how you get your money back for trying to clean this up, and put the pressure on them a little bit. The problem, I think, is that Sarah Sumi is the one that's going to be getting all this paperwork, and really that has to call the shots. Drew's the one out at the property, but he doesn't actually have the authority, as far as I understand it, to do anything. So Sarah's the one that hired or talked to Amber. I don't think she hired her, Amber McMillan, that attorney I spoke to. So this might get her moving. This might be, but yeah, we need to get it filed. So we've got the new ordinance. We're going to get in the paper as soon as we can. I'm going to send a formal notice to Drew Fab. We've got our new services agreement that clarifies some stuff for Larry. Is there anything else you need me to work on?
Getting back to Drew Summy back here, his mother. I was thinking that we could work out some kind of an agreement
Right.
with him
Yeah.
because he does not want to keep coming down here and evicting these people.
I'm sure.
So I was thinking we could get some kind of an agreement with him and he could sign it
Yeah.
to give Dearborn County Sheriff the right to go in and evict them and our police down here to evict them too.
Well, I need to know if he has the authority. So that property is owned by a trust, and Sarah is the trustee of the trust. So Sarah actually is the one that has like the authority to make an agreement with us, to hire a lawyer, to decide if they're going to court or if they're gonna play ball. And she started to, and then they kind of, it whimpered out. They never went anywhere with it. So, I think that would be the easiest thing too. The big thing the last time I spoke to Amber McMillan about it was they wanted us to patrol it. And we just don't have the people to do that. I mean, that's not a good use of his time. So I don't know. In Dearborn County,
Is that county property or is that West Harrison property?
Well,
it's kind of,
Jason says it's West Harrison jurisdiction, but it says Pinhook,
yeah,
Which is, yeah.
which is
Dearborn County.
Dearborn County could help if they wanted to. But do they want to, is the question.
I thought they would go ahead and go through court and require him to
Do the inspection.
have an inspection down there because it would be bad if he would go in he tried to do that once and go in with a bulldozer
Yeah,
and bury all of their stuff.
right.
Now that's up close to the river right there. And I thought IDEM would get involved too.
Well, that's why that's why the DNR.
Well, how do we get them involved? How do we get them to care about it?
Well, I think you kind of got to go around them respectfully and maybe make sure the DNR is aware that like we're initiating court proceedings because this is a concern. And then it's like they don't really have a choice, right? And there might be some more resources available for cleanup and that sort of thing through the DNR. The thing with DNR is once you pull the trigger, the bullet's out of the gun, they're looking into it. They're investigating it. I don't think we care about that, but as far as like making a deal with the Sumis, I don't know. It might be.
My understanding from some friends of mine is that she don't really know what's going on or whatever.
Yeah.
And her son has made the comment or whatever. That don't really affect them or where they live or whatever. They got other stuff to do. They don't care about it.
They don't care.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they do.
And they don't tell her.
They
But-
do know about it.
They'll care
They
if,
do know about it.
if it's like thousands of dollars racking up over time. They care.
Don't get any.
And Sarah spoke to Amber herself. So she's aware enough to like be having conversations with people about it. So we're going to file the complaint. I'm going to serve it on her. I'm going to let you know what happens next.
See what's happening.
If it's, our worst case scenario, I guess you could say, then we're going into, we're maybe you're going to have multiple court proceedings, but it's pretty straightforward once you have an order from a judge saying that they have to abate the nuisance and that they owe damages. So,
And then we got something to enforce.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you got a way to get
Right.
what you've put into it back out. Okay.
All right.
Well, I will go sit down. Thank you.
Passed on.
Thank you.
Right.
Well, I thought it would be taken care of before now because I thought I would get more help from IDEM and the health department on all of it, but it don't look like that was gonna happen.
Jay,
I seen it, yeah.
Everyone else knows if he's got anything he wants to say.
Anybody else need to get up here and say anything?
For Harrison City Council. And I checked with Hamilton County Board of Elections to see if it was legal for me to put on my campaign signs on my property in Indiana. And they said it was, but they said I should check with you. Does the city have an issue with that?
I don't think we'd have any issue with it, no.
Nope.
Do it.
Plant it. Plant your flag.
Put your sign up. It's a free country.
Yes.
Well, I guess we're gonna move right on and ask the town marshal, you have anything? Well, I think what you need to get out here in the air for everybody to hear is when you get called to run these people that are homeless out from behind their buildings and everything, what these people tell you.
Which ones?
I'm talking about the lady that's right across the alley from one collision. What'd she tell you? Why she calls you down there?
This is just ladies. She was trying to help out two homeless individuals. She gave them a place to stay. Sleeping in a car.
In a car.
In a car, crashing a car. So in return, she's like, I don't want to get you involved in anything, but I want to bring it to your attention. Don't get it. I know. But evidently in the meantime, something happened where one of them screwed up her AC unit. And now they're gone. I don't want to. So we trespassed them. That's like.
She did want to trespass them though. She did.
Yeah.
Did she sign a paperwork? Okay, I didn't think she did. See, I guess a lot of these people.
It's fine until something happens.
Right, right. They wait for destruction. Well, if they're not going to trespass them right off the bat, why? Well, I know you got to take the call, but you can give them moral support, I guess. But if they don't want to fill the paper out to trespass,
The ball at the end of the day, it's on the report. We got to trespass. If you want to trespass them, and she's like, yeah, they later, well, they screwed up my AC and gave me cookies, so I want her out.
now let's talk about Matt Worthington, the guy that's been down here for 6. Yeah, but what you had to do to him, the owner of the property owner, Brian Combs, wanted him to leave he trespassed him off of his property. That's one of the buildings over here along State Street that's half painted. And, they don't pay any attention. So there he goes back again, the same place he got trespassed from. Then he had to trespass him again, but this time he's got to go to court, which he'll never show up. There's no. So he'll go to jail, and what do they do with him? What's the judge tell him? You know, it's not a crime. It's not a misdemeanor or anything to be homeless. So.
That's Steve. I don't know if whatever they'll do, it's up to the judge.
Trespass it in the jail. They're not.
After he gets back out, if the weather warms up, he'll be back here again. Is what it all boils down to. That's what aggravates you right there. But anyway, let's move on.
Pay some bills.
We got to pay the bills. And then after that, we'll make a motion to dismiss, but if you want to leave, Shelby, and leave early, you can. About what? No, other than we have talked about getting the homeless out back there on 8 acres that Mrs. Summy owns. But
that there's just not resources for those people at all. So the option kind of is like find a way to charge them with a crime or do nothing, let's just let them be shut in. I'll reach out to Garrett, see if there's like state road.
Is there like a vagrancy law or something like that?
Straight up. And then there's law with the floodplains that they're, I mean, if it floods and somebody gets hurt. Yeah. Okay, all right.
Thanks stuff to it there, buddy. Well, I don't need to peel it. What'd you say, Shelby? I didn't hear you. Yeah, go ahead.
If they want to call, what's,
Yeah, contact them.
I don't know.
Yeah.
They don't have, to, based on what I'm reading, but they might have some options available to us because
Yeah.
of the flood.
Yeah.
Running you.
Thank you.
I'm running you copies right now.
Do what? I think we should. Yeah, Danny.
Oh, no, but
Yeah, we don't want them pipes freezing.
You notice how nice it smells on there now?
Oh, you guys done that up right. You want your plunger back?
what's the, hold it up?
Well, they had a wedding party,
Birthday party.
birthday party. Paul and Paula did.
Yeah.
And I told, the night I locked the bathrooms up, somebody had clogged the bathroom up with all kinds of toilet paper.
Fine.
Bye, Joy. Thanks for coming. But anyway, I watched the bathroom that night. I seen all of this toilet paper. Now, I don't know whether somebody had put toilet paper along the seat to set on it to keep their rear end from getting infected with anything, but the toilet seat wasn't that dirty. So I thought, well, I'll just flush this baby. I flushed it. She didn't go down. Some of it did, some of it didn't. So I thought, well, if the toilet paper sits in there long enough, it'll break up a little bit. And when you flushed it, did you have to plunger it right away? Okay. So it broke up and
The police officer's gas bill.
Yeah, I ran up to the Dollar Tree and bought those little wire or toilet freshener things. I threw them in the toilet.
they smell better.
Oh, it does. It smells a lot better in there.
Kidding, it does.
Is that just one bathroom or is it two?
Two, it's a men's and women's.
Oh, okay. That's,
The kids was asking me, how come the water comes?
Because they, mess them up.
They just asked me. I said, well,
They what they were doing is the spout on top of the fountain.
screwing with it so that it sprays.
They wanted to fill buckets and stuff up.
Yeah,
So they would turn this spout around
yeah.
and then they was breaking the plastic pipe in there. And we fixed it twice. So I was talking to Danny about it. I said, Danny, should we keep fixing that? No, he said, just shut it off. So that's what we did. We cut it off.
Duke, Duke, Duke. How many buildings do we pay on? 3?
well, count the bathrooms, 3.
Man, I got sneezing. Can't sneeze.
Tell you what, I've been sick with this sinus for a week. I'm just now getting over it.
This is what it costs to run it out of paper for them.
Yeah.
$90 a shot.
Wow.
Oh, I know that. That's ridiculous. Yeah, that's weird. Yeah, and I think all the papers around here are all printed at the same place.
That's awful.
My mom gets the,
This is Jason's lawn chair.
Lawn chair, that chair that was broke.
what, he break a chair in the office?
Buying brand new chairs and they break them easily.
Well,
Hell, they do.
Will, big old tall Will. He rears back on his chair. Well, he breaks the back.
Well, Dave's pretty.
I mean,
good
he's a
stuff,
big
too.
boy now. He's bigger than me and you. You ever seen?
Dave Westman ain't no skinny little dude either.
No, he's not, but I'll tell you what, that Will must be about 6'8".
That's about what we pay a year for fire extinguishers, getting them reworked,
Right.
$1,700. That's about what it was last year too.
Well, at least that hasn't went up a lot.
It's expensive because they change rings, they
Yeah.
change all kinds of crap.
Yeah.
I think
Well, now they sign off on them too, don't they?
And that's,
You have to do that every
truthfully,
year.
that's an expensive company too.
Oh, yeah. Any firefighting stuff is expensive.
I've used other companies I work at.
Right.
Yeah, guy, he does.
It's going in the winter time, get to.
He does,
Machine is
the
up
fire extinguishers?
Yes.
400 to 500.
Yeah, I was gonna say, man.
But
Would he be cheaper? you think?
He may have liked that one.
Well.
Check into it.
Jesus.
Didn't know if we were allowed to have friends do stuff like that. That's a.
They ain't saying nothing about. Screw them up and sending every one of them.
Well, it really is, I guess. I don't know whether we get nailed on that or not. Probably would.
One time somebody checks on us. Well, maybe not.
Because right now,
Now we're recorded.
right now, yeah. It's all on YouTube now,
yeah, forever.
forever.
Does that have to stay on? Is
that
that
every
every while
month?
we're signing bills and everything too?
It don't have to. I can go over and shut it off.
Is that every month or every three? Is that every month or every 3 months?
That one, that's all right. We're almost done.
And you, Rick, you know Mitchell.
I can ask you.
Ask him, or you can, Larry, ask him if he'd be willing to cut them trees and,
Price on cutting and trimming them trees up.
yeah,
Is it
I didn't know.
Just the 2 or 3 walnuts.
I would say just give him,
Just them are there. Walnut trees. Do you know how many of them are there? Walnut trees.
You can get them on, just put it down, you were to say, hey, I'll give you the wood, that's all I want.
Well, and that's what he did for me when he did mine, we cut mine. He wanted the wood and he cut.
He's getting the truth is.
well, if he wants to take them all the way down.
Yeah, but
Well, the
we
reason I,
can't take them all the
Not
way
till
down
we
until we
know.
get it surveyed,
Not
right?
till we know.
No, we need to get it surveyed.
I'll wait till you guys get you hear from the surveyor.
Yeah, I'll call tomorrow.
But I can ask him if he's interested in doing it.
Asked him.
well, the reason I brought that up was because when I was down there the one time, the guy that lives there said, and that guy was there, and he said he was gonna come up and trim them a couple branches for him or whatever, something like that. And then he said something about he's got a bucket truck and
He
something.
does. He
Yeah, I was
does.
like, well, this guy cuts.
Well, he ain't got a
trees.
bucket truck. He's got a regular, crawler with the boom on it,
Oh, okay.
basket.
Yeah, I mean, I knew he had something because he was talking about it. I thought, so when he mentioned that, I thought, hell, it's a
Yeah.
local guy right here. Oh, bye, everybody. Deep.
This one, the last one, that's through the elevator inspection there.
Was this for?
Been an elevator inspection.
Oh.
company.
Okay. Hey, bad, $400.
No. A, Department of Homeland Security, $130-some. Sticker or a piece of paper and stick in it.
Yeah, certification.
They have to get there.
That's Homeland Security? That goes through?
Yeah.
Really?
Department of Homeland Security, they do all elevators and all that. I had to get all new passwords and stuff, because used to it went through the Department of Homeland Security. Now it's going through some other, like a division thing, subsidy thing. I had to
So it's
make a new
paid-
password and go get it, Access Indiana is what it's called. So I had to go through them and get a password and all that stuff just to get a copy of it. Used to, I can go right to Homeland Security and front page, ding, ding, and there it was.
Right. So they turned it into a pain in the ass.
Yeah, it comes.
We should be there.
Paying bills. Just
I haven't got much yet.
3/4 of these are Jason's.
They are. They're all yours.
It's going up.
Yes.
I did spend some money on Amazon.
Yeah, you spent money on that was last one.
What else did I get? What else did I do? Maybe.
You got a lawn chair.
What's that?
You got a new lawn chair.
A new launch here.
Yeah, for the one you
Oh,
bought.
yeah, we'll broke, we'll.
He's calling it a lawn chair.
I'm blaming it on Bill.
It was Will. I seen him break it.
You ready to adjourn this thing?
Yeah. Let's make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Second.
Third,
We'll send him.
Meeting adjourned.
until Will, we're gonna have to give him a chair from Big and Tall store.
He must be about 6 feet 8.
He's a big dude.
He's a big boy now.